All right, what week is this? This is gonna be week 6. I don't know.
Monday morning here. We're still at Pete's house. Haven't really given the van a wash since we left home. I don't even think we washed it when we were at home.
We made it to Maryland. I'm gonna start off by saying the drive up here, it sucked. When we left Pete's house, it was actually nice. We got one last good night of rest over there at Pete's house, had a really good dinner, and then we decided to make the trek up here on Monday. Well, good thing I had a fan this weekend give me a couple bucks because we spent every dime of it on the way up here. We spent like 115 bucks in tolls just to get here. So happy right now. Favorite practice track on the circuit right here. We're at Rashad's, and this place, I've been here for like, this is my 3rd year now, and actually I'm kind of bummed. I've been hearing like there's not going to be another Southwick round, which means we won't be able to really come back here again, but I think out of all the places to ride in this country, like this is my home. This is the funnest place I've ever been, and it's not the crazy, all scary, you know, rough, and it's like you can still go fast, and it's still such good training. The dirt's so good, and like there's no better place to me than this place, and I hope we get to come back. I'm gonna miss it if we can. You know, we definitely got it privateer. I mean, when you're traveling by yourself and doing everything on your own dime and just doing everything on your own, you're definitely a privateer. But you know, some guys have it way better than others. There's guys that are traveling these huge rigs with trailers, and they have all these bikes and mechanics, and they're still considered privateer because they're traveling by themselves. And then you got the guys that are, you know, doing way more privateer. I remember a couple weeks ago I lined up next to a guy, and he didn't even have a mechanic. His bike was all dirty for the second moto, and he's traveling in a van doing it by himself. So I mean, for me, I mean, with what we've got, I mean, we like to feel spoiled, but you know, what keeps me happy about what we're doing and make it feel like we're still doing it very privateer is I've worked for everything, and we've gone out and got our own sponsors and done everything on our own and made something happen of it. So I'm a firm believer in hard work does pay off.
Doing a little filter cleaning. I was down to my last 2 clean ones, but I saw the way my filters looked from the couple days of riding I did, and we're probably going to be changing one quite often this weekend, so better be prepared. Little pre-race breakfast right now. Charlotte made for me. I'm getting nervous, shaking. Oh, it's not that bad anymore. Gotta wolf these suckers down. Can't even eat, I'm nervous. If I wasn't nervous, that means I didn't care. That's the great James Stewart quote right there. Okay.
Alright, we're gearing up for first practice. Hopefully we can go in, get some good times, and get to the second practice nice and good. So hopefully after the second practice I'll come back with some good news. Pumped. Alright, we just got done with both practices. I guess I'll start off with the good news. We're in this week, like 31st, so we're still cutting it pretty close, but we got in. The first practice went pretty well. I got behind some fast guys and just kind of followed them around and ended up like 27th, which is pretty good. And then the second practice, I stalled it a couple times, but I feel like I figured out the track a little bit, and I was 24th in the second one, but this track is definitely notorious for pulling a fast lap the first practice, and so we got it done this week, thank God, and now we just go do 2 solid motos, see if we can get some points this weekend.
So would you lend me a hand to the promised land where I'm headed, glory bound, and it comes and it goes, where it's headed no one knows, and we come and we go, all the saints and the lights sitting by the fire,
Hey!
and love is a thing that you can't define, though you try with all your might through the riddles and it'll fly you like a kite.
Finally had a good first one. I came out of the gate good. I knew just heading down the line, I was like, this track's fast at first, there's gonna be guys behind you, just don't get pumped up, and man, there's guys all around me, and I hung on, came out 14th. So tough, look, I'm even getting heat flashes, getting chills. Woo! Okay, gotta go.
It'll fly you like a kite to the ground, but that's the best thing I ever found, and it comes and it goes, where it's headed no one knows, and we come and we go, like the winter and the spring and everything.
Got an okay start, and then just kept charging, and I got to like 20th or something like that, and then I went to the inside of a guy, and I thought I had to pass May, but I think he might have made a little bit mistake and burned out, and kind of hit me, and we both went down. So kind of bummed out. I was riding hard for that one. I wanted some points bad, but not much you can do there. But keep your head up and go for the next weekend, right? Alright, second moto was pretty hectic, like I said. Had a little bit of issues with the bike, and then thanks to my girlfriend, my pops, and Jake, they really put everything, put their heads down and got the bike together. And me and Jake ran down to the start, and we ended up getting a bad gate pick because your bike has to be down there, not just the rider. And so we were lined up way outside, but everything was going good in that moto. The only way the bike would have stayed together though was because factory Kawasaki, Mike Williamson, Ryan Villapoto's mechanic, he gave me a couple parts that we needed, so big shout out to those guys, thank you. And like I said, I wouldn't be able to do it without my dad, my girlfriend, and newcomer Jake, and then big thanks to the fans, you know, all the views. We definitely wouldn't be able to do this without all of you guys, and obviously every sponsor that's on the motorhome right behind me. Thank you to everyone. Let's go to Red Bud.